Good morning. It is the 24th of July. Like I forgot what day it was. Because I started Dungeon Crawler Carl last night. No, I did not stay up. I still have 3.5 hours left in the book. Mostly because I physically could not stay awake and keep reading, even though I wanted to. Okay. So I haven't talked to anybody but Django this morning. That's why my voice sounds weird. I feel like it's very froggy. Also, 7 hours and 8 minutes of sleep last night. Boosh. Fantastic. It took me from 12:30 to 8:30 to get that, but hey, 7 hours. So my plan right now is to just work on my admin stuff before I have to go into work at 10 o'clock. And I did put a little note in here that maybe I could go pick up my prescription refills. There's a couple that I needed to have refilled, and I called them in, and it said they were already ready. So I should be able to go pick them up this morning. But I just don't know if I'm going to have time to go before I go to the library or if I'll pick it up right after the library, because I gave myself a little buffer this afternoon. Okay, so I also added another video for me to film, which is my Litwits TBR. And what I decided I'm going to do with that is on the monstrosity board over here, you can see I've already created the Litwits board. So for that video, I'm just going to be filling in these 15 books with potentials. And then I'm not going to put them over here. I'm going to leave them just on this Litwits page. And then that way, when I land on Litwits, I can come over here to the Litwit page and pick one. But that's the only time I'm going to be picking one. And then in the meantime, if I can find books that I'm currently reading for other things that fit a Litwit prompt, then that's what I'll do. But if I specifically need a Litwits book, then I'll come over here and do that. That's going to be my plan for August. That's probably going to be my plan continuing on for every month after that. But anyway, maybe one issue with my voice is I have not had anything to drink either. So I'm going to go make my coffee. I literally started listening to Carl this morning and didn't do anything else. So I'm going to go make my coffee and then sit down and do my admin stuff, which today I've done nothing. I've not even checked my email. So I'm going to do that, and I'll check back in with you guys probably after I get off work. Okay, so my favorite kind of videos to film are TBRs. First of all, I'm back home from work. I've also taken Wesley to work, and so now I'm going to film Litwits and storygraph as quickly as I can, and then I've got to film a Sims video. So if I can get all of that done in an hour and a half, that is going to be fantastic. The Sims video is going to take an hour, though, to film. So let me get right on into this. I am not going to show you because this is going to be a separate video, but I'm going to go and do the prompts for the Litwits. And then for storygraph, that is also going to be a separate video, and that one is going to be for, did I already make it? Yes, the August storygraph. I guess I can take these off. I will just hide this here so I can, well, I'm not hiding it, but I'm moving it down here so I can fix it. But these are going to be the 4 storygraph books that I pick every month. I'm about to pick the August ones. So again, that video is going to come up in August. So I'm going to go film. I'll check back in with you. I read more of I Was a Teenage Slasher. I got past page 100. I'm on 102 or something, 105 maybe. And then I have just almost exactly 2 hours left in Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I'm definitely finishing it. It's so good. That's all I want to do is read it. But I can't. I have work to do. So I'm going to do this, film these things, and I will check back in later. At least I don't have to do dinner tonight. Dinner is whatever we can find to eat. So that is the plan. I do have to cook the roast tomorrow. I went ahead and cooked the roast on Monday. Tomorrow is when I'm cooking the potatoes and the carrots, and then mushing up the roast. That's not a thing. Shredding up the roast so that we can have barbecue sandwiches with potatoes and carrots, however we want to do it. But that is what I'm going to do tomorrow, not today. Today, I don't have to worry about dinner. I can go make a sandwich or whatever I want to do when I start getting hungry. Otherwise, I'm just going to be working. So no, I'm not here to record a Sims game for you. This is what my Sims game is doing today. Just to mess things up. So I have not been able to film that Sims video. It doesn't matter what it's called, but I have not been able to film it today. What I have done is I just moved down to the next thing I needed to do, which was edit the reading video that's going up in the morning. So what happened yesterday, I'm editing for tomorrow. And I finished that one. And then I just went and had dinner. I had leftover sweet and sour chicken. And now Skeeter's up here with me because I have these little sugar-free lemon wafers. And she's obsessed with them. So I just gave her a bite of one, and now she's not going anywhere. Here she is. She's like, hey, you have any more of that? Skeeter beater. So I'm going to edit storygraph, which I have it pulled up over here to edit. That's what I'm currently working on right now. As you can see, I filmed it today wearing these same clothes. And then I'm going to edit the Litwits thing that I also filmed today. And then I would normally be done. Ron and I are still going to film the Wanderlust video about our August plan. But then tomorrow I was supposed to edit 2 videos that I filmed yesterday. And I'm going to go ahead and edit those tonight so that tomorrow I can spend that time trying to get The Sims to work. It's just what happens when there's an update and I'm trying to load an older save. It just won't ever load. So I have to turn it off and restart. What I think I might do is just scrap it and film a completely different video. But it's weird though that, oh no, I filmed everything. I haven't filmed anything since the update, except for the brand new save file. I have not tried to load an old save file since the game updated. So I'm really worried now that none of my saves are gonna open. Okay, yeah, it's fine. This is not a Sims troubleshooting channel or video right now. So I am gonna go edit all those videos, like I said, and just try to get myself a little bit ahead for tomorrow so I can deal with this stuff tomorrow. And I'm about to turn this off and be done with it. I'm not even going to try to open it again today. And that's it. I'm going to go read. I really want to make a bigger dent in Teenage Slasher than I have so far today. It's just so good. Y'all, it's such a good book. As far as like Stephen Graham Jones comes at horror, and especially we got a sense of this in the Indian Lake trilogy. Django wants to sit with me, and because Skeeter was sitting up there, she was blocking him and he couldn't get up here. So now we can. Anyway, we got to see some of this in the Indian Lake trilogy where Stephen Graham Jones his theory is if you are a final girl, then there are certain things that happen to you or don't happen to you, and you can't really control it. And now we're seeing those same kinds of things from the slasher's point of view, because I was a teenage slasher. And there are just things that you're like, oh yeah, of course. Like if somebody is a slasher, in the same way that if somebody is a final girl, these are the things that happen or don't happen to them, and these are the things they can do or they can't do. It's exactly the same way if you're a slasher. Like, I love it. I love that it is almost like some supernatural thing is controlling who everybody is and what everybody is and what they can do and can't do. Anyway, I love it. I am loving it. I really want to take more time tonight to read it. So I'm off to edit. I'll check back in with you right before I go up to bed. So hopefully I'll get a lot of editing and a lot of reading done, and then I'll check in. Okay, first of all, as you can see, I got to tell you about something, but I am almost done with the second Carl's book. I have 8 minutes left. I'm in the epilogue. So book 2 of Carl, just as good as book 1. I am fully in it. Speaking of that, I decided that I wanted to try to make like little animal things because those might be easier as far as like making them faster and getting ready to mail them out to people who win. And I thought, why don't I make something that's like inspired by what I'm reading? So I am trying to make this little cat donut right here. Now, first of all, they didn't say what kind of yarn they're using, and clearly they're using bigger yarn than I have, because my donut isn't going to end up being this size. So I've got, you can't even see the colors, but it's like this darker color for the actual donut. And then this pink is the, wait a minute. That has fixed the sound a little bit. I'm sorry if it sounds weird. When I hear it, I can go back and fix it. But anyway, these two I've got to put together, of course, and stuff. And then the ears, the little cat ears are supposed to stick off the top. But because what I'm dealing with is such tiny yarn, trying to make these little ears is very difficult. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to get a different yarn and try to make them bigger so that they're actual donut sizes, like this big and not this big like I have right now. But anyway, that is a future Amanda problem because it is 10:30 at night and I have not gone to bed because I've been reading Carl and playing around on Ravelry. So I'm going to finish Carl and I'm going to start Seatmate tonight. I should finish Seatmate pretty early in the morning, or not in the morning, but pretty early tomorrow. I have planned my day tomorrow. Tomorrow is green. Thursdays are green, and I'm going to be home most of the day because I work the evening shift at the library. So I have figured out, I think, what I'm going to do. I don't know, this pop-up is on here. Figured out what I'm going to do for my Sims video situation. I'm just going to start over with that one that I was filming. Because it still won't load. But I did get 2 more to load, other ones that I need to film tomorrow. I also got 7 videos, not just completely edited, but also completely exported. So they're ready to be uploaded to YouTube for the various channels. And then tomorrow I'll have 3 more of them done, which will be 10. Remember that we were trying to get 13 done by the end of the week. And then next week 13, so that when I am gone on my trip, I don't have to worry about anything. So things are moving along nicely because I'm off all day Friday and I'm going to get 3 more done on Friday. So that's where I am and that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to start Seatmate, and once I start it and I see what it's about or what it has to do with, then maybe I'll try to do something, think about something I can make that has to do with that. But I really like the idea of the kitty donut and I really want to try it. This is what, oh, I'm in the way. This is another shot of what they look like right here. And these came from Ebony at Ebony Katami, it says. On Instagram, she's ebonycat.ami. So, anyway, there's the donut patterns. And it's because in Dungeon Crawler Carl, his cat's name is Donut. And so I found a donut and with cat ears. What I was thinking about doing was making this, oh my gosh, I'm in the way again. Making this little cat thing and then attaching a donut to the back of it somehow. That was what I was initially going to do. And then I thought about making this cat because that's just like a full-on cat. Rose, the amigurumi kitten. But then I found the animal donuts and I was like, yeah, that's perfect. So this is what I'm trying to do. It's not exactly working. So I may wait till I read Carl's next book and then work on the donut thing. And maybe tonight while I'm reading Seatmate, I'll get inspiration about what I should do while I'm listening to Seatmate. However, I want to go ahead and draw the next card so that you guys know what I'll be reading when you watch the next episode or when you see me tomorrow. All right, up here in the corner, my next one is a 6. So far, I have drawn 2 6s and 2 queens. The 6 is a 1, 2, 3 and a 1, 2, 3. I sound like I'm dancing. 1, 2, 3 and a 1, 2, 3. If I am right here at Seatmate, 1, 2, 3 is to move forward 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe I don't read anything. I don't know, because I'm supposed to go 3. I'm supposed to move forward 3 and do that prompt. So that prompt says move forward 5. So this is where I am now, less than 500 pages, then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. A pet pig. Django will get to pick. Okay, so I want to look at my list and find something that is less than 500 pages. That's probably every one of them. I don't have any of my big books left, do I? Okay, these 4 books right here at the top, all 4 of these, do not have an audio version. And that's why they're just hanging out over here and never getting read. So I'm going to read Servant Mage. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then for the other one, what I'll do is I'll probably count all of these up and pick like 3 randomly and then put 3 things on the ground and let Django and Skeeter come in and see which ones they pick. Maybe I'll use Skeeter this time. I think I used Django last time, so that's what I'll do for her pick. But we'll do that tomorrow. I just wanted to know what I was reading next after Seatmate, which is the next one. So anyway, I read more and I Was a Teenage Slasher. I'm on page 145. Oh my gosh, I've already started tabbing things in here. I'm going to do a video about it because I want to talk about the larger discussion of slashers and slasher movies. So I'm going to do a separate video about it, but anyway, it's so good. So good. Okay, that's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.